All right. So, yeah, we'll start on that side of the table. What'd you think?
I'm mad that you let him get locomotive.
Which time?
That last one.
Oh.
Because you got that 2-4 deliveries, that won you the game.
Yep, I'm aware.
I know. Oh, it's harsh.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's brutal.
And it swings on a dime.
Yeah.
Because you normally in Age of Steam, you can kind of manipulate it a little bit. There's going to be some more coming out. And like, okay, so now I'm soft, but later I'll be making a lot of money.
Yeah, when you finally get in the black, you're like, I made $1. Look at this. I'm going to put it up on the wall. I made $1 in Age of Steam.
Whereas every
Never
round,
do that in this game.
Nope. Skin of your teeth the whole game.
Yeah, it's interesting too. So I thought I was doing okay until suddenly I was obviously not doing okay. So it's interesting how it turns on a dime. I agree with that. But
And it's sparse because there's very little production.
There's
that
no
comes out.
production. We can't produce.
Well, we
too.
can, but the game puts out a little bit.
A little bit.
And then,
usually
we're
you
done.
can manipulate that a little and
Yeah.
be like, all right, let's put those out. Oh,
I don't feel good after having played this, but I
are you
enjoyed
supposed to though? It's Detroit Bankruptcy.
Right, seriously, and it's kind of bleak, but I thoroughly enjoyed
Thematic.
this map. Yeah, it is. How about you?
Yeah, you felt like you were going bankrupt and just trying to mitigate that. No, I really like this map, actually. It's a lot different because you're not worrying about laying track. Oh, I'll just put this down. That's really weird. Yeah, but in a good way. I kind of like that. It's more streamlined of just worry about your cat.
Yeah, and you saw
Don't
it.
worry about the other things.
I think it was in the third or fourth round, we were like, oh, wait, you don't have to build if you don't.
No.
Oh.
That's why I kept saying, I'm like, I keep doing this, but it seems wasted.
Well, because I've never played a map
Well, I thought
where
I
it
was
doesn't
going
matter.
to go out here and try to get from Pontiac over to A, because I was like, great, there's a bread there. Then I'm realizing, like, for a 2, this is really bad. Like, normally, that'd be a great backup plan, but not when it's costing me so much and there's no money. Yeah, it's very interesting. It definitely changes the gameplay a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm not sure I spent my money wisely going to
I
Windsor.
feel
Yeah.
exactly the same way.
Yeah.
The people in Windsor appreciate it. However,
No, I wasn't spending that much. I was like, there's too tight. Because he was suggesting that early on. Go in there. I'm like, no.
Although it did give me 3-4 deliveries, so maybe it was good.
Maybe.
I think based on the goods that came out, it would have worked if we both hadn't gone for it. Once we both went there,
Yes.
it wasn't
Yeah.
going to pay off.
No.
yeah, and the cube just like in a regular Age of Steam, the cube distribution, how that starts, there was nothing. There were no blue cubes out there, and it made it very, very hard to be able to make those deliveries, and you really are scratching and clawing.
Well, that's a
for
good point, too. If that
everything.
had come out differently, that play would have been completely
Yeah, and I
it's
think
gonna
every
change
play is
a
going
lot.
exactly.
It's going to be very dramatic. I mean, it could be a really cool move to get, like, that 10 spot. Just do the, which one is it? The engineer, and just take
for
that
free.
for free.
Yeah.
If you had planned well and gotten that done, that could be a fun thing to do. But, yeah.
Right, but I ended up spending like $10 or something, which is way
No,
too much for
too
laying
much
track. Way too much
in
in this game.
hindsight.
Yeah.
But we're not used to that. You're
Right.
not used to that being a don't you dare spend that much money.
Well, it looked like a good like 6 location is what
Right?
my brain was thinking.
Yeah.
Not realizing I'd never get to 6. So.
Yeah, 6 is not what you're going
I
for.
didn't expect to
in
get
this.
to 4s. I'll be honest, I really did not.
No.
Also, that first build to do both Detroits,
Oh, there?
so wasteful. I should have just done what Ariel ended up doing.
Yeah.
I didn't lock anyone out by doing that.
No.
No, because that
Around there,
little...
could have come around the other side.
So what that 6 isn't a, here's a free gimme. That 6 is a
Last-ditch
punishment.
effort. No, but you could get in there if other people already took the cheaper option.
Right, if somebody did that and somebody did
It's
that,
your last
then
ditch.
doing
Oh,
it.
so I mean,
Effort.
it's a punishment.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
and normally these special links are benefits, right,
Right.
to be able to do so.
Not here.
Maybe not so much here.
No.
That's why I asked if I could do it, because otherwise the special link didn't make sense to me at the time.
Well, it's just a last ditch. Okay, I really want to get in there. These two others that went in here, they're bankrupt, and I can do something, right? Like, then it might be worth it.
And it's if it's between you ending at -12 and someone else ending at -11.
Right. Then it makes sense eventually.
Yeah, the only map I played where you that I can think of at least where you're not worried about the track lays and the number of shares and everything by the end of the game. Yeah, it's definitely turns it on its head, but the rules overhead is stupid simple, right? I mean, it would take you 3-4 minutes to go over everything, and then everyone's like, oh, and then light bulbs go off, kind of like what happened on the stream for us
You
tonight.
really could play this in lunchtime, though.
Oh, you totally could, yeah. And it plays, and the rules, there, says it play, try that again, there. It says it plays 2 to 5. And there is a two-player rules change. Each action selected is blocked for the next turn. That's kind of the unofficial variant. That is the official variant, kind of, if you play Age of Steam 2-player. What that means is if, say, Jess and I were playing this 2-player, I go there, she goes there, those 2 actions are not available for the next round.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense. It prevents from spamming.
Right, exactly, right?
I actually think this is an interesting one, 2-player. So usually 2-player, it's sort of too open, and you can all score a lot. This works for a zero sum, I think. So if you're going to bankruptcy, fighting against one person back and forth, it could create a lot of interesting decisions.
I think so, yeah. So this might be one of those rare 2-player that works well, right?
Yeah,
Because
I'd
let's
like to
face
see
it, Age
that.
of Steam is not built around a 2-player experience, right? All right, so there you go. That is Age of Steam Detroit Bankruptcy. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, even if it was a lot of type things. I enjoyed it. Y'all?
I did too.
Yeah. There you go. So Tony linked to it in chat. If you guys enjoyed it and go order it, just let him know you saw it over here. Appreciate it. So yeah, we'll be back next week. It's all backloaded for next week, so I'll be back Sunday with the weekly look ahead at 2 p.m. Other than that, yeah. New podcast came out. I did a quick interview with Matt Eklund, designer of PAX Transhumanity at Origins. People seem to be enjoying that. And more content's coming over on the podcast, so check it out over on heavycardboard.com. Like and subscribe down below. Support the show on pledgehc.com. You get perks, and we get closer to getting upgraded equipment. So, symbiotic. There we go. So, I'm Edward.
I'm Jess.
Ariel.
And Greg.
All right, y'all have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see y'all on Sunday. Take care, everybody.